I was built to last with the whips I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I was built to last with the whips I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness?
Hey y'all, welcome my replay gang. Thank you for coming in and checking out this video. Hello my bush babies. Now let's see who is in the chat in the live. We got Boss Jackie. Hey Jackie. We got Spice. Okay, and like I said, my bush babies. How y'all doing? Now, I saw Zoka got her day in court. Is she gonna be Zoka? Is she gonna be Corinda? Is she gonna be the other name that she pretends to be? This girl, like, they all got like 50 names, right? They all got like 50 names. And Jess Musa and Hadu broke up again. I don't know if because they've been out of the picture for so long, they wanted us to like mention their name or something. You know, one minute she knocked up, next minute she ain't knocked up, one minute she free. But we went through this already. But we're gonna go through it again. Cause we got some newcomers. We're gonna go through this again. But that's crazy. You know, they probably, felt bad their name wasn't in the titles and nobody titles in a long time. Cause I mean, you didn't have to let us know about you ain't been talking on Instagram all this time. You had to let us know you broke up. Right? We didn't even know y'all got back together. We didn't know these things. You could have kept that to yourself too, right? But the funny part about all of this that makes me laugh about the whole situation, they supposed to be schooling us, right? They supposed to be schooling us, teaching us the rightful way and the way to go, and all these metaphors and all these things, we're supposed to be learning because they are so smart. And everything we say, it don't matter because we are not on their level. But the proof is in the pudding. Everything we say, and it sure enough comes to pass. So at least we know who is more knowledgeable, us or them, right? Who was more knowledgeable, right? We said, you keep doing this was going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to have to start this credit, this video credit goes out to King World. And if you would like to see the whole entire video, don't forget to go check him out. But I wanted to talk about the Corinda or whatever the heck this girl name is. A lot of names. So if you want to see the whole video, this video credit goes out to World News. Right? So let's start the show. And if you haven't, before we start the show, if you haven't hit that like, hit the like and get it out the way. Now let's go.
Take a look back at the receipts that lead up to who the actual person Zoka is. Okay, because we've had questions, we've been sitting back wondering, like, why. Hold on for a minute. Okay, I appreciate that. Who's that? Too appreciate it too, yo, for real though. And as you can see right here, this came out on the 31st. On the 31st, this is the alert. Okay, it's carved in stone. Anybody can look it up if you want to look it up.
Of course,
Zoka now has a
Ladybug.
true bill of indictment. So you already know what it is. Okay, we seen the same thing. We seen the same thing take place with Nature Boy. And at the time when it took place with Nature Boy, people was like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like a true bill or what? He got indicted. I ain't get indicted. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. It was a whole bunch of stuff that was said. Oh, no. You know what that means when you get that motherfucking true bill of indictment. That means you either take that motherfucking plea or them folks is going to start reaching out. Them folks is going to be contacting people, and them people ain't got no choice whether to show up in court or not, because that will, in fact, be that process for the jury selection. Now, as far as the jury selection, who them folks are, and then carrying on and then hooting and hollering, we're going to get into that part right there too. But I got to give an extra special shout out because I had my peoples reach out to me. You already know how it is. You know, we still rocking on Bigo. It don't matter what's going on. Our reason for going to Bigo was to expose Nature Boy. So the Beam team is still connected to the Bigo app. The kisses are still on the app. As you can see, Juicy is in the chat. So we found out about this stuff, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You remember at the time when Nature Boy got arrested? You remember the guy named Charlie from Bigo that went out there?
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie was giving us the
Mm-hmm.
update. He was
Mhm.
reporting. He had boots on the ground. He
Yep.
was there first and foremost. Now, there was another person that went out there. And that other person that went out there, it just so happens that that person's name is Madam Low. And we found out that Madam Low was over on the Bigo app, and she actually broke the shit all the way down. Okay, so let's get into this part right here. We'll listen to see what she has to say, because we have somewhat of an abundance of motherfucking receipts that we're going to get to into this edition right here, but let's go.
She gave a description of his clothing: black shirt, black hat, and the vehicle he was driving, a red Ford sedan that should have been parked in the visitors' parking area of the jail. I asked 310A Video Radio to verify this information, while Deputy Griffin went to conduct a search of the parking area for any person vehicle fitting those descriptions. Lieutenant Soros arrived on scene to assist. A few moments later, 310A advised via radio that the name did match with an inmate currently incarcerated in the jail. However, the inmate's charge was murder with no bond. Deputy Griffin also advised via radio that there was 4 vehicles in the parking lot that fit the description, but they were all empty with visible employee badges in the window.
Oh shit. Oh shit. There we go. Like I say, shout out to Madam Low. I knew it. I knew it, y'all. Straight like that. And I say that to say this. You remember I did the report when I was talking about Joe Glizzy, and I showed y'all the 4 women from the Fulton County Jail that was arrested. They were fired for bringing drugs into the jail, chicken pot pie, and they was having sex with the inmates. Okay, so you heard what Lo just said. Okay, let's go, man.
I asked the driver for a driver's license. She could not produce it, so I asked her for her name and date of birth. The driver stated that her name was Hamilton Jayon Marie, and date of birth April 2nd, 1998, but there was no license issued to that name.
See there. Hold on, Beam Team. Hold on, Beam Team. Now you heard what Madam Low just said. Madam Low said once that they went to the car, that the person said that their name was Jayon Hamilton. We know that Jayon Marie Hamilton is Zoka. We know that Jayon Marie Hamilton is the first cousin to Vince Staples of the Vince Staples Show. And I'm sure if you haven't seen it, you've seen the promo that's on Netflix. Hi, damn. So she didn't say that her name was Corinda Carter. Let's go, y'all.
Name per CAD system. At that time, I asked the driver to step out of the vehicle and place her hands behind her back so that I secure her, so that I could secure her. She was advised that she was under arrest of criminal trespassing and driving without a valid driver's license. I secured her in handcuffs, searched her, and placed her inside of the back of my patrol unit. Lieutenant Soros and I cleared the front and back of the passenger area of the vehicle. I returned to my patrol unit while Lieutenant Soros continued to search the vehicle. Upon the conclusion of the search, Lieutenant Soros noticed through the back window what appeared to be a foot under a blanket on the floor. He alerted me that someone was in the trunk of the car. At that time, we both walked to the back of the vehicle. Lieutenant opened the trunk and instructed the subject under the blanket to come out. The subject did not move. Lieutenant Soros pulled the blanket while I held the...
Oh, shit. So the subject was up under the blanket, y'all. What kind of moves
FBI
going
ass.
on? Folks in the trunk,
FBI
all kind of
ass.
shit going on.
Hiding in the
What is
black.
going on, y'all? Is this not some Tyler Perry ruthless shit right here?
The subject at gunpoint. I advised the subject, who appears to be a female wearing all black, to get out of the vehicle. She climbed out of the trunk. I advised the subject that she was under arrest for criminal trespass. Lieutenant Sorois put her in handcuffs as I searched her and placed her in the backseat of Deputy Griffin's patrol unit. Deputy Griffin and I then transported both females to female intake, where they were fingerprinted to confirm identity. After both subjects were fingerprinted, their names returned as Carter Kyrendra, who was the driver, and Portia Wade, who was the subject found hiding in the truck. Once the names were confirmed, they were both placed Odyssey system and logged with warrants forthcoming. I have then returned to the scene to conduct inventory of the vehicle prior to towing. Mayor Etheridge arrived on the scene to assist me upon the search. Multiple contraband items were found within the vehicle that were consistent with making a contraband drop. The items were as follows: cell phone battery packs, pink and black iPhone, Belkin battery pack, racks of Darko stainless blades, pair of white AirPods, orange magnifying glasses with black case, Swell Pro drone remote control, black and orange, binoculars with black case,
All right, get off the
black
Wi-Fi.
Bushnell binoculars with black case, purple cigarette lighters, 3 GTF 40 Star tools, 1 green fanny pack, 1 black straight razor, 1 Bob Marley rolling papers, 3 cell phone charging cords, 1 black white Swell Pro drone with gray case, 2 ropes with yellow, 1 red white bullhorn, 1 pack 4.8 of green leafy substance labeled Wawa, 1 pack 27.7 gram of green leafy substance level Wham, 1 pack 4.0 gram of green leafy substance labeled Baba, 1 pack 11.8 gram of green leafy substance labeled Gumbo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Label gumbo.
oh wow.
Gumbo.
You hear that, Money Mo?
Uh-huh.
Label gumbo,
Gumbo,
Money
baby.
Mo. Ain't that some motherfucking Marvel from Ruthless shit?
Mm-hmm.
Baba, Wawa,
Gumbo.
Gumbo,
Mm-mm-mm.
Papa Legba,
My
The Boot, Louisiana,
My man got
The Velvet,
Zaza in
Malia
there.
Beef, yeah. Boy, make it make sense. You better be glad you subscribe to this channel, yo, for real. Let's go, man.
Oh, my. What a way to go down for a nigga. They are about to smoke her. And in regards to indictment, state of Georgia versus Kendra Carter, Kyandra Carter, it has a notice of disposition of charges on 3/27/24, 07/31.
Now hold on just for 1 second. For people that's just coming up in the building, I get it 1,000,000%. If you haven't been following Carbonation, all I could tell you is just pay close attention because it's going down. Right? Her name is Zoka, Zoka Motive. Yeah, Zoka's the only Carter. Oh, and don't forget about I was wanting to go in last night, but I said, let me just wait. So, y'all have an update of everything that's going on. You feel me? I stayed up a little late for this one. So, the true bill of indictment, this is real. And like the holographic universe, Corinda or Jayon, whichever name she chooses to identify with, and the beginning of her trial will in fact kick off with the arraignment on the 19th. Although last we seen, Zoka was just, So you know how she was just looking and then carrying on. They've been walking around like, they are part of the Orthodox Islamic community. Nature Boy professed to be Muslim. Then he changed his name to Papa John and all that stuff. I'm going to do a whole live stream, whenever I get time. I'm going to do a whole live stream about that whole Papa John thing because it runs neck and neck with this situation.
She got another name. I forgot what it was.
And with her changing her name, having her name changed and stuff like that, we're going to get into all of that stuff right there. Okay. And the reason why we talking about it is because of this guy right here. And see, back when I did the interview with her uncle, I did an interview, with her uncle Jamar. And when I had got at him or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? He was, willing to do the interview or whatnot. I put the information out there. Then he wanted the video taken down. By his request, I removed the video. The audio, I still have, okay? But with the case of Jayon Hamilton, okay? Now, as you can see right here from this.
This is the latest update on Zoka, also known as Corinda Carter, a true build of indictment scheduled on the 19th of September. Jayon Hamilton will be arraigned and stand before a jury that has already been selected. So they're waiting for her, right? The grand jury selected, chosen, and sworn for the DeKalb County or blah, 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 blah. You cannot give out their names, right? Okay.
This true bill of indictment, they have already started the jury selection. It's done. It's jumping off right now. It's definitely official. And to think, Jayon Corinda actually goes to court next month. Wonder if she even knows, as the courts have no way of sending out information about the September the 19th and the specifics of her involvement with the Carbonation sex code. You see?
Now, I believe she does know when her court date is, because when they released her, I believe, I don't know. Is she, that would be on her. How you doing, unknown Pinkett? I believe, because usually they give you the court date when they release you. Remember, she was in jail when she got on bail. I don't know how each state works, and I don't even know how that works. But if I'm not mistaken, they would say, hey, your court date is blah, blah, blah. So I believe she knew her court date. They told her her court date when they released her. They said, hey, you're released, you out on bond, your court date is blah, blah. If anybody knows anything about that, put it in the chat. I don't know. But I believe they told her when they released her, when was her court date, right? Now, if she does not show up, she's a fugitive. That she would be a fugitive, right? And she's going to have a warrant out for her arrest, right? She's going to have a warrant. Jayon can hide, but you can't hide. You're going to face them charges. The charges does not go away because you decide you don't want to show up. And, but I bet your ass, something happened to that, your boy, your ass be right on that damn TV. You'll be right on that damn boob tube. You'll be right there on that boob tube. You know what day you got caught. Because I believe they told you that at your release. I seen some of the video, but I like to watch videos as I see it. So my reactions and what I say is always authentic and is real. I just skim through certain videos to make sure there are no music or nothing like that to get me a music copyright strike. So I don't know. Maybe he will say it in the video. Hey, Maderi, what's up? Guys, y'all pop it in here. Thank you so much. I know I'm a little bit early, but I had to get much needed rest. Right? And don't forget, guys, you ever hit that like on my Bush babies. If you haven't hit that like, hit that like. And on my replay gang, stay part of the family. Hit that subscribe. Like right now. Like hit that subscribe. All right. We're going to finish getting into this story with Miss Zoka. I love that Zoka. Miss Pink Zoka, baby.
So crossing the guard lines with drugs without consent. See, this was from that episode. And like I say, once again, shout out to Madam Lowe on Bigo. You see the district attorney, Sherry Boston. You can go back in there and check my live streams. I actually got at her in person. Now, this charge was before the January charge when Corinda Carter was arrested arrested alongside Aya, aka Portia Wade. Records indicate that Aya is in fact Portia from the Hawaii arrest article. Now, the possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, this definitely was for Nature Boy, and with Nature Boy trying to make some money inside of the jail.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody to think, to think that it's cap or whatever, even for you, Jayon, because you need to be paying attention.
Okay, he might read it, but I'm going to read it. Okay, Miss Carter Block. Obstruction of law enforcement officer. That is a misdemeanor. Crossing state/country guard lines. That is a felony. Possession of Zaza with intent. That is a felony. Now, I don't know how much time each thing is worth, but for some reason, I don't know what the judge might do because it's the same judge. I know that the judge knows for a fact because people are still watching the show. They have to be separated. She does not belong out there in these streets. None of them belong in these streets together. So I don't know if the judge also has the right to put her in a program and keep her separate from the other women, maybe an outhouse or something. I don't know. Right. But I think the judge, being that she done seen Nature Boy in action, her name was the main name that was called in every testimony of how she beat women and stuff up. But I don't know if the judge I don't know if the same judge will have it after the girls because she already know they were in a cult also, right? So I don't know if the judge is going to have a heart or not, but I know that she does know they don't belong together. She didn't get rid of Nature Boy for it to still be little Nature Boys out here, right? Maybe she might feel that if I do something with this young lady somewhere down the line, she might break, become a regular girl. I don't know how the court system go, right? But I hope that's one of the options, right?
Like straight up. 10/23/23. Oh, yeah. So around the time when this stuff right here was happening in October, you just got to think back when, and what was going on then. What was Solar doing then? Uh-huh. It should be noted that the charges Zoka is indicted on are not the drone charges from the January incident, being as it happened September of 2023. Okay, which is crazy. Excuse me, October. I think it's October. Let me go back and just see. Hold on. Yeah,
October.
it's October.
October.
Okay, bet.
Mhm.
So right here, 3/27/2024. You see the 7/31/2024, and I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know if you made that. I didn't even hear anything about that because I wasn't even talking about the sex code. But I know for damn sure at 9 a.m. in the morning on the 19th, your ass better be up in that damn courtroom. If you not in that courtroom, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Okay? And they gonna find you. And when they figure it out, because I'm not even gonna make a video leading up to that because there's more than enough information within this video. If they were to watch it with things that they may have been in question of, it's gonna make sense then. Now, the judge who the court wife spoke ill of made mention of her having the vid-19 along, with their ridiculous court husband, arguing that the Honorable Judge Stacey Hydrick should not be able to conduct trial based off of her then sickness that would affect Mr. Bishop. And you know that they was arguing. They was arguing about that stuff. They made a whole deal about it. They was talking cash junk about that lady. Man, they was talking cash junk about her, called all kind of little nicknames and stuff. We'll have to go back to that video and just listen at the time, when they found out, about the whole life sentence. You feel me? But this is her. If you don't remember, from the trial of the sex cult leader Eligio Bishop, and then as he stood trial, like I say, shout out to Fox 5 Atlanta. Here is a shot of the Honorable Judge Stacey Hydrick, the one that presided over the trial of the sex cult leader. The victim statements. Oh my goodness, man. We'll have to go back to the victim statements as well. And the reason we'll go back to the victim statements because then we can listen to what Kendra Carter had to say about Eligio Bishop, as opposed to the person who goes by the name Corinda Carter. Something that I found that was kind of strange from the beginning. But let's go, man. Let's get into this part right here. Now, Sherry Boston, a district attorney, you see right here, you see that paper blank. Just like when I was talking about Nature Boy, and I told you when that paper blank, boy, the only thing they waiting on, is to unscrew that cap from that pen. And when that ink dry the paper, that's it. This will be Sherry Boston right here. If anybody wanted to reach out to Sherry Boston, if you had information, most definitely do so. Now, peep game. Now, arrest made for violating a mandatory 14-day quarantine. We will go back into that as well, because you remember when that happened, right? When everybody was nailed to the cross, they was all lined up. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Hawaii as well. Don't worry about it. I'll just scroll right back to this part right here. But this is the charge that people were thinking about. You see, when it was published on June the 12th, see this right here? That was that Hawaii, that quarantine, all of that stuff, the mandatory, it was a mandatory, it was obligatory for them to stay inside of the home after being off of the plane once that they got to Hawaii, and they broke that order. Dang, y'all, it's been 4 years. Now, the two women are charged with trying to sneak contraband into DeKalb jail. Sheriff office says right here, and Fox 5 again, I got to give out a special shout out. Here are a few of the contents. Aside from the contents that you just heard Madam Lowe speaking on, that at that time that the person known as Corinda Carter was in fact charged with, the stuff that she had on her person, okay? Now, the two women are facing charges after deputies say that they were caught trying to smuggle suspected drugs into the DeKalb County jail. Deputies detained 27-year-old Corinda Carter and 36-year-old Portia Wade on January the 6th after they noticed a gray van in one of the jail's visitor parking areas. So you see these corroborated events that are taking place. This man in prison, man, look here, this man in prison was in jail at the time, facing major time. Although he could have got less time, he could be on the verge right now getting out within 3 years. But when you slow, you do dumb stuff. But any damn way, this
Hey,
man had these
Cat.
folk from jail
What's
doing
up,
this.
bro?
Women risking their lives. Women putting on clothes, dressed like they in the Rakadushi coat, running around, doing a whole bunch of mischief, just like what you seen within earlier episodes of Ruthless and what you seen on the Oval when the Rakadushi coat, when they went out to, go bust a move or whatever. Yeah, man, they did it together. And they would dress just like what you pretty much have seen the wives dress, But we'll get a little deeper into that, man, on another live stream. But going into this lady whose name is Corinda Carter, the Facebook record indicate differently. And on Facebook, as you can clearly see, Jayon Hamilton in this photo, the guy that's to the left on that photo with the jersey on, although he is kind of small, Jayon Hamilton, who goes by Corinda, is in the middle. The dude on the left, that's Vince Staples, which is crazy. And I've discussed this several times, putting italics on this. Several times. Your cousin is within the industry. Your cousin famous.
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin got their own TV show.
Yep.
Like the Arsenio Hall show. The Wayne Brady show. You feel what I'm saying? Bob Barker. Price is Right. You feel? Yep. Famous. But this is the stuff that you out here doing. But we're gonna get a little deeper into that part right there. Cause like I say, Vince Staples' show is in fact on Netflix, y'all. Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. So I'm sure there's several people that have watched the Vince Staples show who may even be unaware that this is the first cousin of a woman now calling herself Corinda, who's actually Jay on. Scope, man. It's part of a sex code. Now, this part right here is it kind of threw me off in the beginning, but we're gonna get to it now because I had to read this over and over again. Goddess, if you listening right now, even if you want to add on to this right here, you can if you want to. But this right here was the request for information. Now, this how it was stated, by this brother, which we'll get into who he is as well as his wife too. But he said, "Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Tushka Humik, a Zulu, United
Uh,
Nation Monitor of
uh,
North and South America, Puerto Rico, and the United States Virgin Islands indigenous peoples, representing the conventions of the United Nations Indigenous Peoples' Rights and Treaties Principles, signatory of the treaty with the Maya War Nation of." I can't really see exactly what that is because it's so blurred out or whatever, but and the director of the National Association of Advancement of Indigenous People. Anyway, something that they started. And it's crazy, but these same people that did this, they wrote this to Sherry Bostic as chief of the UN Plenary and Human Rights Representative for America Indigenous Inhabitants registered within the NAAIP. I have plenary responsibility to encourage established mechanisms related to human rights protecting and monitoring for them. I am now made aware of circumstances surrounding an indigenous member of the Arawak community who is currently detained by members of the DeKalb County Police. My office has been asked to provide intervention.
okay, guys, just in case you are lost, right? Just in case you are lost, this is the new letter that, remember, she has trial. That's how I know she know the date. So she made these people send them another letter claiming she is a Native American / Indian. So what you hear now is the new letter that was written. These people just don't stop. They just don't stop at all. Right? They just don't stop. They don't stop to party rock. They don't stop to the god dang it, the ship turnover. That's when they stop. Mm-hmm. You got the wife driving. Tell my sister I say hello. Say hey sis. Tell her I say hi. So I'm going to rewind it because this is not the same letter that was written before for Nature Boy. This is a new letter that she had these people write. Okay? So y'all probably like, we heard this. No, this child just wrote this one again. Yes, she did.
Or whatever, but and the director of the National Association of Advancement of Indigenous People. Anyway, something that they started. And it's crazy, but these same people that did this, they wrote this to Sherry Bostic as chief of the UN Plenary and Human Rights Representative for America Indigenous Inhabitants registered within the NAAIP. I have plenary responsibility to encourage established mechanisms related to human rights protecting and monitoring for them. I am now made aware of circumstances surrounding an indigenous member of the Arawak community who is currently detained by members of the DeKalb County Police. My office has been asked to provide intervention related to human rights abuses committed against Keneniji Hayamanio, known by your records as Corinda Carter. It is my understanding that for some unknown reason, she was arrested without lawful probable cause in the vehicle in which, see what I'm saying? Now do you understand that charge? What Madam Lowe was just talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because we're gonna go right back to it after I get into who this person is as well as his wife. But this was that whole deal, and that's why we were wondering, like, okay, so who is Corinda Carter? If you changed her name to Keneniji Hayamanio, as you state, but then you addressed Sherry Boston You addressed Sherry Boston and said, yeah, your records, y'all call her Corinda Carter, but this is her indigenous name, because you heard what Madam Lowe said in the beginning. Okay. The name that she gave was Jayon Hamilton. Now, as far as this Corinda Carter name, like I say, you got to scratch your head on that one right there, but we up in the building right now, okay? And if you remember, when they were standing outside of the jail, the lady that was standing outside of the jail with them, this would be the wife of the guy who got Nature Boy's name changed, and the wife of the guy who also got Zoka's name changed. You see Aya over there to the left. This was around the time when we all were questioning, where is Malia? Where is Malia at? What is going on? Everybody was, what? People were making up all kind of stuff. And people even insinuated as well that she could have possibly, been sick or whatever, on some medication in the hospital. It's a whole.
Yeah, that's Malia right there holding that. hold it, Boppy. Hold it, Boppy. Hold it, puppy. Picture. What happened is, like I told you guys, he does not like them. He doesn't like them. Not saying that he likes Malia better, but the abuser loves the person they can abuse the most. That's where they get the most narcissistic supply from. So he doesn't want to see them, and they can't, because they all have to go to court. They cannot go in to see him, because the last time they went to go see him, they all caught charges. Malaya, on the other hand, if she's able to go see him, she's going to walk out of there almost crying every day. All the things that she didn't do, they didn't do, how he's watching them, and I heard this, and this ain't going right, and that ain't, because he needs supply. Malaya is one of the greatest supplies. Yes, puppy. Sorry, puppy. I'll tell the ladies to do this, puppy. Yeah, puppy. Puppy. Then she's going to start crying, because the rest of them might give a straight face. But he doesn't care to see FBI. Yes, he wants them to work for him and do whatever he tells them. But far as seeing a person, he don't want to see FBI in person. He don't want to see Fufu in person. He don't want to see Zoka. There is no need for him to see them. That's why he chose them. Malaya would have did the same thing, but he didn't know if it was going to work or not. So he made sure Malaya stayed out of it. So if Malaya is able to see him, he can just say the most nastiest things to her, the most hurtful things to her. Praise her and hurt her. Praise her, then hurt her. Praise her, then hurt her. Right? That's what he does. Right? So it's not like Malaya is special. She is a really good source of narcissistic supply. Right? So let's carry on.
Whole bunch of stuff or whatever. But from this video right here, they were in fact urging people to call Sherry Bostic. I did find that to be kind of weird. I don't know if there were people that actually did this, if they just went all the way in or whatever. I don't know. But like I say, I found that to be weird. So as far as from their Facebook page and when this stuff right here was said, let's go ahead and then go back and then, just take a listen to what they were saying and what the theme was at this time.
This is FC Akira here with the Dangle Drums. Yes, hi, Trinity Forever. We have some official communications from the Director General of the NAAIP, Trisha Makshila, or actually concerning Eligio Bishop's case. 333. Yeah, aka Nature Boy. And so right now we just hand delivered it to the Attorney General.
Yes, straight to her office, Sherry Boston.
I did videos on that, Maderi, but I'm glad you brought that up, because we will. Probably tomorrow and Friday, we're going to say why she might not want to testify. If she had to, she may not want to. They took it easy on them girls. These police, the way they handled them girls, they was handling them like babies, right? Like babies. Because they felt sorry for them, even down to the lie. They felt, but that doesn't mean that lie is not recorded, right? That does not mean the lie that they have been saying is not recorded. At any point in time, her testimony, one of her testimonies, FBI had said was, yeah, after we seen Will Smith and this, then we just decided to make it put more so people could watch us. We didn't learn nothing. All we seen was dumb shit. I guess that was what we were supposed to learn. I don't know. But let's go. But I'm glad you brought that up, Maderi, because we're going to revisit that again tomorrow and Friday.
Yes, and so here it's a demand for the immediate evidentiary hearing, dismissal for violations of due process. So we are demanding his immediate release.
Yes, release the three. Release the three. No evidence, no case.
Yes, it's a done deal.
See what I'm saying? Now, looking back at all of this stuff now, like, you see, this is the whole process. This is the whole process right here. So for anybody that had or has, like those questions, with the name change, all that, who this Corinda Carter person is or whatnot. Okay, yeah, it's from me, folk, right here. And like I said, we're going to get into that part right there. Because over there to the left, which is circled, that would be the husband, the person that wrote the letter to Sherry Bostic. Okay. And then in the middle, as you can see circled, that's the wife. We've seen videos as far as the NAAIP, the demand for the immediate evidentiary dismissal, violation of due process. You can see right here, this when the letter was wrote, all this stuff right here was put out. It's crazy because if you just look at the time, this is on November the 28th, 2023. It was dated then. Zoka was arrested in September. Right. You see? And this was when that, and then around that same time, this is when Nature Boy, out of the blue, just changed his name. See, we didn't know anything about Zoka's name being changed. But we knew about that situation with Nature Boy just because, people was following Nature Boy, Nature Boy as well. So this would be the husband and the wife right here. The people responsible with all this name changing. You've heard me jokingly call Eligio Bishop Papa John. That would be Fantasila. She's actually from Georgia. Lived in Chicago. That's when I did the video and I was telling y'all, remember when Nature Boy used to talk about the dude named King Noble all the time? They were even saying that at one given time that this guy's wife was a girlfriend, of King Noble, which is crazy, which is weird. Because you knew when King Noble came around, the way Nature Boy used to be acting, he pretty much used to humble himself. He acted like King Noble was some damn Shaolin, like some old, top tier, like Shaolin warrior or something or whatever. But yeah, this husband and wife, they are in fact responsible for their whole life name change. And I've thought about this stuff for quite some time. Even the husband, Hamaka Khan Zalop, as he would call himself. I don't know where any of that stuff came from. Fisi Akuwa Fantasila on YouTube. I don't know if y'all want to see those videos, but you can definitely go in there and check them out. I've never had a chance to be able to speak to any one of these people as of yet, but I do question what is the reason, with all of this stuff right here. Like I say, Zoka, after all, live first cousin has a TV show that's on Netflix right here. Like all this indigenous connected stuff or whatnot. Like, what is really going on? You say, how can I pronounce any of those names? Oh, they're not hard to pronounce. I know people with names that you may even think that's difficult to pronounce. I'm so serious. And as you can see right here, this post was from Facebook. This is the oldest setting of Instagram, as you can see. And there's a post from Vince Staples, this same picture right here. If need be, I could just go over to the matter of fact, let me do that. Let me just go to the Facebook. Let me go straight to the Facebook. See? That's the same picture right there. And this is her name. Her name is not ain't no Corinda. Okay? Ain't nothing Corindan about her name. There's not one thing. Okay? So let's slide, slide, slide to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Now, dear, baby, dear, come on, dear, baby, dear, come on, say, cotton candy, sweet as gold.
Let me
Left-hand
say
side.
your books and roll.
My first question, years Vince Staples' cousin, I was like, what would she even be in a cult for? Anyway, or whatever. But we'll get to that part. We'll get to that right there. So let's slide to Pearls of Wisdom. Okay. Pearls of Wisdom. And just like the Rakadushi, Pearls of Wisdom got that purple in it. You'd be surprised too from the Facebook page. There's even posts that are made about Prince. And Prince was for that purple. You feel what I'm saying? That purple rain. Now, let's just look at this stuff for what it's worth. Now, the Facebook page associated with Pearls of Wisdom has a photo of Jayon when her name was not Corinda at this point. We don't know if Corinda is an actual person, although we have factual evidence that Jayon is Jayon by way of her father, Jason, and her mother, Vignon, which sounds a lot like Jayon, hence her father's name beginning with J for Jason to make up J, and her mother, Vignon, making Yon, a father and mother combined name, Jayon, pronounced Jayon. So that's how we know for a fact that her name is not Corinda Carter, because this is her mother and her father. And like I say, Pearls of Wisdom. I just wanted to put some emphasis on them pearls. Strange enough, Pearls of Wisdom is a nonprofit designed to help to encourage the generation of high achievement, understanding the value of self-worth, education, healthy lifestyle, and free from addiction. The board of directors, as you can see, Ms. Vignon Hamilton, registered nurse, as you can see. Vice President, Ms. Tanisha Womack. Treasurer, Ms. Letitia Tiffany Reed, registered nurse. Secretary, Ms. Brianna Sneak. Great day as long as you have a plan and faith, and God will do the rest. Blessings and favor upon today's youth, praying for our youth to rebuke and to bind the enemy and remain creating a positive circle of friends and not snakes. This was in 2016, before Zoka even thought about going to a cult. Before she even thought about going to a cult. Can you see how all of this stuff right here came together? Strange enough. Giving up is never an option. Making a plan and document your progress. Have a safe weekend with the ones you love. There go that purple again.
I come over. Beautiful.
Just like that same purple, dealing with the Rakadushi compound. Like I say, we're going to have to address all this stuff here. When I say all, I mean all. So in 2016, what King Trey Jones said, look at Zoka. Look how healthy she look. Look at her. Look at her legs. She was thick then, right? She was slim thick. Look at her arms. You can tell that she was in the athletics. Oh yeah. She definitely was playing that softball. She was doing all that stuff since she was small. She looked nothing like this months after us seeing her, connected with the Carbonation Code. Now, Pearls of Wisdom, as you can see, Queen Jayon Marie, and Queen Nikki. Those were the two people that were pictured. It don't say K Marie, Corinda Marie. It say J Marie for Jayon Marie.
Queen.
Okay. And as you can see, Zoka, she was there at those events. She was there. She was putting in the work, making an attempt to push this movement that her mother started. Photos while being there to prove she's not Corinda Carter, but she's the daughter of Vignon, and her name is Jayon. This is at the event. And there was several events, as you can see, and the people that participated in those events, many of them family from
Mhm.
this nonprofit. I don't know what came from any of this stuff right here, or if it's even active to this day. There's videos, like I say, her mother, when her mother, spoke on this stuff. And when I heard her mom say it, I just was like, wait a minute. I'm like, yo, so you went to go be with nature, boy, and your mom was like on this real positive tip, wanting to empower the community, help out younger women and stuff. You can't be serious.
Yes, she was.
Hello. Today, Pros and Wisdom at the Resource Fair. We're having a really good time. We're out here trying to market as well as encourage.
That lady you see right there is Zoka's mother. Beautiful young woman, but that would be Zoka's mother. Okay? Because some of y'all probably coming in late, you're probably just coming in, but he's just showing you that it was no need for her to go to damn carbonation. Carbon nothing. Was no But let's go.
Encourage and empower young ladies of color. It's very important. We have people visiting our table and whatnot. We're just trying to do what we got to do and live a purpose-filled life. We want to be able to teach young girls the importance of self-esteem and self-respect. It's so important, as well as being.
Just look at, and you would be like, oh yeah, one day, man, yeah, she gonna be in the Olympics. Like she could have been playing softball in the Olympics and stuff. Yeah, for us, for the United States. She played ball, like her pops was there with her, very instrumental in her life. If I have to, get into that part right there, I will, if need be. But as you can see, though, she was a part of a, active movement. So how did she go from the active movement to this? Who all remembers this part? Hmm? Who remember Hawaii? Who remember Hawaii? The Hawaii arrest proved exactly who this person was. Her name was stated then, Jayon Marie Hamilton, which is strange. Hawaii Police Department, they put that stuff out there, man. Them people that violated, Nature Boy, them, man, look here, Nature Boy, them know they violated. They know they violated. Man, we're going to go ahead and then take it back for a second. Yeah, just for a second. Yeah. Oh, no. I don't want you to miss out on any of this right here. And as you can see, she's the third person from the left. Ironically, the woman that's the second person from the left is one of the women that testified against Eligio Bishop. Eligio Bishop did some very unthinkable, very disrespectful, savage, cruelty against nature things when it came down to the lady on the left. The lady furthest to the left, since then we ain't even heard too much about her or whatever. And several people on here, but like I say, back from this time right here, when this arrest took place in Hawaii, you can see who all of the members were, the people that were present. People were like, wait a minute, what is going on? Why are all these people over here? Like, what? Yeah, what are they doing? And and of course, the lady to the left at the bottom is a lady that wrote a book about carbonation and her experience in carbonation, which at a later date and time we can get back into that stuff right there too. So with all of these people that's listed, let's just put emphasis on Nakia Nunez, better known as Naya. Sometimes shortly after was seen in videos, but since then has gone off the radar, y'all. And if you're unfamiliar with who Nakia Nunez is, this is the lady that went by the name Nice. Right. Just take a second with this one right here. Because I'm sending positive energy to Niza right now. If you listening right now, Niza, I'm sending positive energy to you right now. And I know you can do it. I know you can come up out of whatever the situation is, whatever you got going on. I know you can come up out of it. I know you can. We all know that you can. And we want the best for you. Okay? We always wanted the best for you. Straight up. And as you can see, that's her name. Nakia Nunez. Ironically, Nakia was close to a former cult member involved in a family-related homicide. Nakia, just like Jayon, Corinda, and many others, seemed to almost transform overnight as if that they had been involved in some type of shady Timu-style spell cast. And that's exactly what we've seen with Niza from the first time she stepped on the scene. So how did they get this wrong, y'all? If in Hawaii, she was listed as Jayon Marie Hamilton, why in the DeKalb County Jail would her name be Corinda Carter? From the first time that we seen Jayon, which we will go back to the video, and I'll let you hear the stuff that she was saying before that she even joined the cult, which I thought was strange back then. I followed it, but because it was strange, but at the same damn time, I just was like, wait a minute, what is going on? And I ain't even gonna lie to you, y'all. I didn't think that this woman was gonna go and be a part of a cult. I didn't think that. I really did. Because the way that it all happened, it was just fucking crazy. And I'm just like, how in the fuck? And then she just popped the fuck over. She just popped up like out of fucking nowhere. You hear me? So let's go back into that part and the stuff that she was saying when she was still in California. This is before, she even joined the cult.
Like so much. As you leave that Aries, so Aries were like very impulsive. You go off of your emotions, we're just right off the bat, like we're ready to go. We're ready for actions to what we say, right? So I was talking so much, I was doing all that, and I was actually applying it to my life. But then when it came one day, the day before me leaving, I had so much like building up to that, like so much. As you leave Babylon or try to go, there's gonna be so many tests that come through, right? Like so many people were like people I didn't even tell what I was leaving. It was like, oh, you're leaving? Oh, like what? Like I didn't tell people. I didn't tell people certain people for a reason because I knew how they would react. So like a day prior, my mom.
As before she left, and if you haven't followed any of this stuff, I know right now your mind is somewhat blown. I know it is blown. Same way how after seeing her a part of the Carbonation cult, I was blown because I was like, what the world? I was even in the live stream. I was like, wait, hold on, wait, this can't be real. So since then, aside from their continue, with them being active on their main social media, Instagram accounts, the wives, they decided to make an Eliseo Bishop Innocent account. This was a project or whatever. And as you can see, the main two people that follows the page is the woman who was having sex with Jax. And we know that Jax was having sex with Juju. Shout out to Icy.
My Jackie said the math ain't mathing. She said we need some more likes. So guys, guess what? If you're in the bushes, nobody would never even know that you hit the like. But let's get these likes up. We don't ask for much, but all we ask for is a like.
Hey, we're having a good time. Everybody's here, it's all fine. Coming together under one bright sky. Feel the love and let it fly. Hey, we're having a good time. Giving back to the youth, no lie. 'Cause they are the truth, no reason to be shy. We're lifting them up, reaching for the sky. Smiles all around, can't deny. Hearts beating fast, oh my. Believing tomorrow, that's why. Together we rise and never say bye.
Okay, that was our music break. Did the likes go up, Jack? Did the likes go up? Did the likes go up? We not on here every 5 minutes saying donate. We don't say, all we ask for is a like, comment, and subscribe. Now, if If you would like to join a membership, because every 3 months I have special things for my members, but you got to be a member, right? I got special perks for my members, right? But if you still would like to donate, you can still donate to the channel to keep it coming, right? Let's get back to the show.
She smokes. The other lady, Goddess Aja, that's the lady with the stuff that I told you that was going on with them videos and stuff she was selling when she was on Bigo and carrying on. That's the lady that you've seen with Juju. And we may even have to even get into that part right there too. I don't know if we'll have time, but I'll see on whether or not if we'll get into that too, because that actually lays the foundation to where they're currently at, why they're there, and why you seen that woman walking around, hanging out in the woods and stuff and carrying on. And just as Better Call Harry, shout out to Better Call Harry, in the Georgia area for putting it out there when Harry say that they went, back into the woods, they went, and that's what happened because they didn't have nowhere to stay. As last what we reported in reference to the home that they were squatting in and the septic tank busted, the interviews from the neighbors. And once again, shout out to Harry, shout out to the neighbors as well too, man. And like I say, hopefully their yard and everything, it goes well. They get that stuff cleaned up. They can get back to enjoying not only their life but their home as a whole, because Carbonation did inconvenience those people. So this whole innocent act, surprisingly enough, any trace of the wives and their 3-guard latest rent, it was in fact removed. So when the wives got on all that hooting and hollering and crying and carrying on and what they did to him, and all the stuff that we found out about him being stabbed or whatnot, there is an update too. But the update as of recent is only in July. Once that the August audio calls are posted, I'm guessing then we'll hear then the audio call and we'll learn more about Nature Boy and what really happened, how many times he got stabbed, where he was cut at, because the phone calls that I can play a little later, as I did before, those phone calls, they are very illustrative and show the level of violence that actually takes place in the prison where Nature Boy is currently at. Okay. So this would be like their, the website or whatever, the malicious prosecution, as they would call it or whatnot. To me, it's simply a joke. It's not funny. An explanation of who Eligio Bishop is, has a dedicated paragraph painting that Demon Seed cult leader as an impeccable character. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, yeah, as an impeccable character, having a gentleman. So I'm doing my article as I go and stuff or whatever. Okay, so then we'll go back to that now. Like I say, once again, shout out to Madam Lowe for even going in for, because like I say, I didn't know anything about this. I had information that was sent to me and everything. It was directed from that whole situation from Bigo. Oh, wait, man, hold on. Well, wow. So it's some stuff jumping up. Wait a minute. What in the world going on? Wait a minute. Now I'm sitting. See, that's how I know that y'all sitting here listening to me right now. Y'all listen to me right now. Now, this is crazy. Wait a minute. Hold on for a second, y'all. And if you ain't smashed like already, man, make sure that you smash the fuck up out that like button. Shout out to the OG Jakuma Kambu up in the building. You already know what it is, man. Now let me see what's going on with this latest little. Yeah, because I know these folk ain't going crazy like that up here. Hey, man, let me look and see, because I think it's from that same page. Yeah, my notification just jumped. So I'm thinking that them folks is over there posting stuff now. Yep. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Now this right here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Whoa. So it's basically like cartoon. It's like, excuse me, there's like cartoon illustrations where they're getting that velvet right now. And I'm guessing this because Velvet, I don't know if she's still in Atlanta, well, in the Georgia area, but Velvet has been somewhat on a retreat. Her, and some other women, I don't know who started the movement or whatnot, but that's where she is. Hopefully she doesn't get any trouble messing with them and she don't even respond to any of the ridiculous stuff that they're even talking about right now.
2024. Oh, that's fresh and new. A indictment. Wow. With judicial officer Stacey Hydrick at 9 a.m. The state of Georgia, unindicted case number D02898349 versus Kai Richard Carter, charges escape, misdemeanor, obstruction of law enforcement officers, warrant number T3W018211. State of disposition comes now. The state and files a notice that the above charges will not be accused or presented to the grand jury. The charges will be disposed as a follow. While there is probable cause for the arrest, the state declines to prosecute. On the state of Georgia versus Carbonation Carter, for crossing county guard lines with drugs, charge one. Charge two, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Kai Richard Carter, the defendant, waives copy of indictment, list of witnesses for panel for arraignment and pleas. The grand jurors are said in the name and on behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia, Kai Richard Carter, with the offense of crossing county guard lines with drugs without consent in violation for the said accused person, the county of DeKalb in the state of Georgia on about October 23rd of 2023, and did unlawfully come inside the guard lines established at the DeKalb County office, a county correctional institution, with marijuana and a drug in her possession without the knowledge and consent of the sheriff, and contrary to the law said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. DeKalb Superior Court, Sharon Boston District Attorney. Count 2, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. The grand jurors, after stating in the name on and up above of the citizens of the state of Georgia, charge and accuse Cameron Carter with the offense of possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. This is done unlawfully and did possess marijuana with intent to distribute, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Oh, they're gonna get together. So I had read the wrong original one. So Zoka was the one who who came off in there. In 2023, in October, at approximately 1930, I observed an unknown female crossing the guard line on the fugitive side of the jail. I immediately approached the subject, later identified as Carmen Carter, 1996. Oh my God, she's so young. And called investigator Fountain via radio to assist. I began to ask subject Carter what she was doing on this side of the jail, and she refused to answer. Lieutenant Thornton and Sergeant Brown arrived on the scene to assist. Investigator Fountain, I handcuffed her and searched the subject, and she had all that shit on her. Oh, they gonna walk her down. My Lord. And they about to walk her down, and I mean,
I'm trying to tell you,
bonkers.
they gonna walk her ass all the way down. I'm trying to tell you, that's like, I don't know if y'all heard me, like in the beginning when I was talking, about Nature Boy when they left Puerto Rico, and I was like, man, you could have went anywhere in the world, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. And like I said, I don't know where you from, but man, you can want to get locked. Well, I ain't even gonna say wanna, but if you did get locked up anywhere in the world, well, I'm gonna have to include Virginia too, and Shelby, North Carolina. But you just don't want to get locked up in Georgia. Georgia will drag the shit up out your ass. Georgia will drag the fuck up out of you the jailers, the off, they don't give a fuck. All of them black, so you know they ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit you talking about, none of that game you running, and none of that shit you hit. Okay, and all of them gonna be up under the age of damn 35 anyway. You don't want to get locked up in Georgia. I told Nature Boy, I was like, why would you go to Georgia? Why would you go to the Mason Dixie line? Like, why would you? You ain't watched Django. You talk about all this knowledge shit, but you, as a melanated man, had plans of doing something illegal where the state flag is the Confederate flag. You done lost your damn mind. Tried to tell his weird ass, he ain't want to fucking listen, yo. Georgia's not gonna play, and when it come down to Zoka, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I mean bunkers, bitch. Hold on 1 second. I have some breaking news. They're saying that Kevin has
Yo, so I only got like a like a little baby clip, of the whole ordeal, but with Madam Lowe, presenting the information or whatnot. Yeah, that led me. I got on the quest then. I said, well, let me see what the hell is going on with this whole damn situation. I wanted to fucking know. You hear me?
Like, oh, we're taking you somewhere, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, like, I don't mind seeing you guys, because after seeing you, I'm like, I'm not going to see you for a while. I just like, goodbye. So they were like, oh, we're going to take you to a counselor and everything. Like, basically, thank you guys for time. You can't hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? I'll have this real close. Tell me if y'all can hear me. Yeah, should I go back? I'm gonna move back.
Man.
All right, so I'm gonna move back. Okay, so basically they're like, we're taking you to see a doctor to talk about everything, and I'm like, you guys, it seems as if I'm crazy because of what I'm doing, but in my spirit, in my heart, it feels true. It feels real. It feels right, and I know it is because there's something that shakes my soul. You ever been in church or been somewhere talking to someone and it just shakes your whole body? Like, it's just so much emphasis on what it does to your spirit. I can't tell people how I feel exactly because it's so deep. My emotions are so deeply rooted in this that no matter what nobody says, it will always bring me back. And I try to okay, I'm gonna go back to my lower self. And I went to a party, I went to a club. Like before, I'm jumping around.
Okay.
So I went to the counselor.
Let me question. What do you all think happened to this young lady? So much to the point, aside from the stuff that her mother was trying to do, that she then became interested in the stuff that Eligio Bishop was saying. What was stronger than what her mother was talking about at the time? The nonprofit, the times in 2016 when she was present alongside her mother. What was it that was, what was so powerful? How did she even land up? How she even end up in some damn carbonation, yo?
And basically I was like, I'm not crazy, like I'm saying blah blah blah. So blah blah blah. And then she's like, oh yeah, okay. And I was like, I didn't feel any different afterwards, but from all that, me talking about it, her putting her opinions into it, my mom putting her opinions into it, my uncle putting his opinions into it, my grandma putting her into everyone putting their opinions, and then outside factors from you guys, people that are in my phone or whatever, it just made me doubt. And once I knew I doubted myself in this mission, I was like, I can't go because I will be there.
I had asked the question, and Empress War hit it on the head, Joe. Straight like that. It was nothing other than astrology. It was definitely astrology. That was the hook, line, and sinker. That was the bait. That was the let's go ahead and I hate that some stuff. Shout out to Solar. After all of this stuff, Solar, he cleared it along with, his woman at the time, his girlfriend, Zoka, who goes by the name Corinda Carter as DeKalb County. Jail has her listed as, but we know her as J.R. Marie Hamilton. He said then that him, her, and Nature Boy together, they all were involved in having group sex. That's what they were doing. But then, lo and behold, this child is not born. Then it's this stuff with the child missing. People prior to all of this taking place were questioning what's going on with her, because people were looking at the shape of her stomach, how big her stomach was, how the lump in her stomach, that bundle of intended joy, it didn't move. It just sat in one spot. And people, it came to my platform. People said a lot of stuff in
She was
reference to,
denied her
she
right.
had a miscarriage. So with that whole situation happening and us going deeper into what Nature Boy's possible purpose was with women like Aya on multiple occasions, who then were impregnated but never had their baby. Women like Efru that never had their baby.
Piggly Wiggly.
We found out
Wasn't it
about
Musa
Nature
got her
Boy,
too?
what he used these women for. I pointed out in Aya and Malia. I don't know if you remember me telling you, but I was like, I was like, man, they breasts got dust in them. I was like, it's straight dust. And the reason why it was nothing in their breasts, because Nature Boy was the person that was drinking the breast milk. That's what he was doing. In his mind, that was increasing him, making him stronger. That's what the babies did. That's what the children did. So the women would then go through this process, this pre-impregnation process. These women were lactating, and he was tricking them and having them believe, just like how the Rakadushi coat, how Ruth is tricking the highest into believing that she's actually pregnant, and that's why nothing is being done to her aside from all of the stuff that she did. Trust me, there's a connection within all of this stuff right here. Nature Boy being a big baby, Nature Boy sucking on his thumb and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you ain't smashed like already, make sure that you do that, man. And we're going to go a little deeper into this stuff right here, involving Zoka, the person who goes by and is listed in DeKalb County as Corinda Carter.
That's why they breaststroke. Maveri.
Oh yeah. And it's the irony, like I say, all of these events, man, that's taking place, that's involving Jayon. This is the person that I know, the Jayon, not the person that I seen in the Carbonation sex code. And I'm not saying that I know this lady personally. She is a fact lady now. But like I say, just from researching throughout the years, knowing what she was a part of, what she was destined to do, how she got derailed, from actually playing softball. Her father, how much, emphasis that he put on her athletic check up on, let me see what you got going on. What that classing like? I know everything, but what is that classing like? You know what I'm saying? First year of college for my son and my daughter, man. Shout out to both of them. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Daddy got your back. It's nothing. So as you can see right here, her along with her other brother, well, little brother rather, and her father. She was supposed to play softball. How did she wound up in a damn coat, y'all? If it wasn't this astrology stuff, if what I've been saying, what we all have been saying for quite some time, if this stuff wasn't really real, it's heartfelt. It is It's a grave disappointment. It hurts. You will, in fact, think about that child and why that happened. This guy, the sex code leader now who's serving a life sentence with no chance of parole with 10 years on the back end, he expected for this lady to be on the Bigo app
Yep.
while live and to
Yep.
answer questions, for people
Yep.
to call in, for people to show their
Sure enough.
support for
That's
her
right.
by what he stated was her strength by standing before everybody and talking about the loss of her child.
We felt that. We felt that.
Good evening, you guys. Mama Zoka. Sweetie, all three of you women are precious, but baby girl, your test is always somebody's testimony. The trials that you went through, you can make others grow by telling your story. You guys be blessed.
Here we go.
I'm so grateful for you saying that.
Here we
man.
go.
And we was ready for that too. We were ready for that too.
That's a whole fact, Simona. That's a whole fact.
We got some for that. What you got pulled up?
Hi, Zoka. Power to everybody. I just want to let you know that I've gone through the same thing. 2 times I had to walk away, and I walked away incomplete twice. On the 3rd time, my son came, and he was only a pound. And at 22 weeks, they said, you cannot walk out of here again. And I said, you know what? In this universe, there's a higher power than you. And he is 11 years old today. Wow. So keep your head and know that you will get through it. Trust me. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, just hit me up in my inbox. I've been there, I've done it, and I know exactly how you're feeling. But know that there is a higher power than what you have gone through. Be blessed.
Wow, that's amazing. Great advice. Great wisdom.
All I want to say is I love you, Mama Zoka. I love you, Ifu and Chi, and Mama Aya. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Now you see how people was supporting this mess, this nonsense. Now let's go back to what she said. Okay, in her own words, her explanation that was given. I want you to look at the facial expression. I want you to pay something close attention to. Shout out to Miss Mocha up in the building. I see you. TK, what up? Diane, what's good? Sister Patricia, what up? Midnight, let's go. Pay attention aside from what you're hearing Zoka say, because this is going to be her confession. This is something I'm sure the DeKalb County, they haven't heard about. They don't know anything about this mysterious, untimely demise of this child and how that this was, in fact, a public display. Pay close attention to Aya and Efru. Look at their facial expressions throughout the time that Zoka is sitting here talking, okay?
They're like, we're taking you to the hospital. Like, you're about to go to the hospital. And then we go, they're like, okay, like, you're having...
Excuse me, go ahead, move right here. So you got some more lighting. Go ahead, baby.
Okay.
Go ahead, right.
They was like, yeah, we about to take you to the hospital, like, just get you checked out, see everything's good, which I've been doing my whole pregnancy. I've been getting checkups. So you guys might not think I was, but I was. And
everything was good.
Everything was perfect. Like, heartbeat strong, like, you're healthy. Like, I've always been healthy all my life. I don't be sick. So we're in the hospital. They're like telling us we have to, we can't come to this hospital because where I was actually getting checked up on, I have to get to that hospital. So he was like, okay, now we got to drive and get transported to a whole other hospital because out here they don't do that. You can't just go to one hospital and then have birth there. You have to go to where you've been checked up at. So I was like, okay, more time is being pressed upon. So we get to the next hospital and we're there. I'm still having.
See what I said in reference to how Aya and Efru's looking. Why is Efru staring at her like that? What's the reason for that? Is she making sure that she tell the right story? Is she there to be the backup? Because you know this is her sister wife, just like Aya. But is that not what it give off to you? Look at the energy. You better say the right thing. You better not slip up. You better not break down and then say what really happened. You better say exactly what master teacher told you to say. You better say exactly what chief told you to say. Now, we done went over this over and over again. I don't care about your stomach hurt. You need to get up here and you need to say this stuff.
Transported to a whole other hospital, because out here they don't do that. You can't just go to one hospital and then have birth there. You have to go to where you've been checked up at. So I was like, okay, more time is being pressed upon. So we get to the next hospital and we're there. I'm still having contractions. Like I'm having contractions. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So then we're actually about to have birth. It's getting close to time, higher contractions, more and more and more. So I'm like, damn, this shit hurt. But I'm like, okay. So doctors come in, they're like, okay, it's about time, you're ready. Like I was like, I feel like I'm ready. Like this shit is getting too painful. So no shots, no nothing, because I want a natural birth. They did give me some medicine and whatever. But then I'm pushing and they're talking about the
natural birth.
Like, okay, your contractions.
So you mean to tell me that this lady with this natural birth, no prenatal vitamins, no none of that, no checkups were conducted? You seen this lady at various times in 110 to 114 to 16 degrees Celsius weather, inclement weather, while being in Puerto Rico, as hot as what it is in Puerto Rico. Are you serious? And this lady thought that she was gonna have a child?
Pressed upon. So we get to the next hospital and we're there. I'm still having contractions. Like I'm having contractions. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So then we're actually about to have birth. It's getting close to time.
Y'all gotta remember this whole entire lie, right? All of this is a lie. If y'all remember, or if you don't remember this, they was lying through their damn teeth. And for some reason, they thought we were stupid again. They thought we were stupid again. Was they acting though? Right? Was this an act that she was knocked up? Was it an act that she lost a baby? Is any of this was a part of the action, the lights, the camera, and the action? That was not real. So should we feel sorry that the baby didn't make it because it was never a baby? Like this, they're gonna have a field day with them, a freaking field day with they ass. In 20 years, if Nature Boy get an appeal, they're gonna have a goddamn field day. But I know I will definitely have a field day. Well, Bobby was acting, and we was like, oh, but that part was true. This part, no, that part wasn't true.
Higher contractions, more and more and more. So I'm like, damn, this shit hurt. But I'm like, okay. So doctors come in, like, okay, it's about time, you're ready. Like I was like, I feel like I'm ready. Like this shit is getting too painful. So no shots, no nothing, because I want a natural birth. They did give me some medicine and whatever. But then I'm pushing and they're talking about the contractions. They're like, okay, your contractions, we need to do a heart monitor. We need to see what's up with the baby before you push. And my contraction was really strong at one point. And
darling. They didn't say no such lie. The heart monitor is already on. They would never tell you to push without you already being, I don't know about other places, but I do know in hospitals, that's the first thing they do is they put that baby heart monitor on you. So they hear that heartbeat and they got your pressure. Okay? But according to her lie, the doctor's like, what's going on? Doctors ain't guessing what's going on. You already on these monitors. But we already know your ass ain't never went to the hospital no damn way. Right? We don't know where you went. You ain't go to no hospital. But we will carry on with this lie that she thinks she's telling us. Right? In the name of the spirit. In the name of the spirits, they telling us these lies. Let's carry on.
the umbilical cord was
okay. And I definitely see your comment. And shout out to you, Diane. You say that she's lying. You say you gave birth to 7 children. The first thing that they do is connect the fetal heart monitor to you. She's lying. Look at their faces.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I just said
And
that.
like I say, shout out to you for even putting that information in the comments. I appreciate it. And that's why I stated initially to check out the facial expressions of Efru and Aya, mainly Efru. Okay, let's go, man.
Wrapped around her neck, especially when she came out, I birthed a dead baby. So when I pushed her out, the umbilical cord was wrapped strongly around her neck. And I was like, I didn't hear her cry, I didn't hear nothing. And I was like, okay, like that's what happened. So I was like, okay, from that point, I was like, damn, of course I'm gonna have negative thoughts. Of course I'm gonna be like, oh, like wormhole. But like God bless Baba G, like him with his knowledge and understanding of you really can lift yourself out of a negative perspective, of a negative situation, and see the light, see that okay, this was a death, but you can really have this whole
it's a whole really video I did.
Bruh, because
she's saying that it really wasn't a death, and I just seen your comment that was stated, and you said that, you know, homeboy, you know, he was rocking the cradle. He definitely was. Because there was a time, as you can clearly see, where her father was the one who supported her. Her real father, Nature Boy, impersonated her father in the beginning. And then he started off being her father figure. And then he turned around and then started having sex with her. Like it wasn't nothing. Told a lie, made it seem like he wasn't doing nothing with this little old young girl that could be doing anything. Man, look here, my sister-in-law's daughter just started college, along with my daughter that started going to college. What was it, a week and a half? I think that was her first, it might have been a week and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at all this stuff like, wow, you just threw your whole life away. My children just starting their life. You threw your whole life away. Out here playing with this dude, like this coach stuff was, you know, like that was the thing to be or the thing to do. That is just, man, that is terrible. Your father was spending that money, taking you to the Major League Baseball games and wanted you to play baseball, and you got caught up listening to that foolishness, to that damn foolishness. Going back to the pearls of wisdom, as you can see right here, they were supporting you, Zoka. Man, there was times when I was playing basketball, no one came to my games, yo. Man, I'm telling you, yo, my family was big. They was doing all kind of stuff, man. I used to be like, dang, man, other people used to have, yeah, they family and stuff. You'd come, they mama and they daddy and stuff. Ain't nobody ever come to my games. That thing, boy, that thing had me hot. I'm telling you, man, it is real out here, y'all. Like it is real right now, yo.
Doubting me. I will be there having these thoughts that has been placed into yeah, they did do right. They care about me. Placed into my head. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm not ready. I'm not strong enough. Yes, like an intervention. Like I felt like Amy Whitehouse. They told me gonna go to rehab, but I said
no.
Okay, but
your ass went to rehab, all right.
Now when Stacey Hydrick hear that part with you before you even went to the carbonation sex coat, with you joking about going to rehabilitation when you was sitting out there on the beach early in the morning, when you left your grandmother's back porch as your uncle, you know, he gave us the information where you was sleeping at, all that little fast stuff that you was doing. You out, doing that little fast stuff at the little hoodie on with no t-shirt on and stuff. With your little bra on and stuff. You was out there doing a whole bunch of stuff. And you know that. But you joked about rehabilitation. Why? You was sneaking off and smoking weed with you. Sneaking off and hanging out. Hanging out and doing what? Sitting on the beach, talking about the holographic universe, talking about this man you never even met before. You just so happen to be on Facebook, the same site that you and your friends took pictures, and you all uploaded them to your Facebook pages. That person influenced you to leave your family and go be with him. Ain't that something? So you just stopped going to college altogether. Took your camera, your tripod, the experience, things that you learned within the course. You gave all that stuff to Nature Boy for him to record with making videos, songs from male members, photos, photo shoots he had that never did any numbers, that never graced the pages of any magazines, Elle, Essence, none of those magazines, Ebony. Y'all were in no fashion fairs, no Mercedes Benz, New York Fashion Week, none of that stuff. No Rip the Runway models. Y'all didn't do none of that stuff.
Nope. And
you see how he played you, Zoka? Jayon, can you see how he played you?
Nope.
And
She
you
don't see it.
still listen to this nonsense.
Nope. She don't see
So I'm
it.
thinking, okay, I'm not ready. I'm not strong enough. Yes, like an intervention. Like, I felt like Amy Whitehouse. They told me gonna go to rehab, but I said,
Put it home.
okay, but so basically I was so wrapped up in a cloud of my thoughts, and everything. People can send me things about like Chief, send me all kinds of things. It doesn't mess me up. It does not mess me up at all. Like, it does not. So I'm still like deeply rooted in it. I'm still trying to profess the kingdom of God because I know it's true. I know I have to escape this world of Babylon, of the distractions that it puts on people. I want to uncover the veil. So when I came back out here, when I stayed out here, I basically was like, when I basically stayed out here, I was basically like, okay, I'm going to try to be my lower self again, right? I'm going to try to forget the knowledge. I'm going to try to just go back to the old me. So I spent 2 weeks at my mom's house. She was like, you're not going nowhere. I was like, I'm leaving. I've left. Boom. Went. And then I'm back in LA. Heart of Babylon. The heart and the soul of it. So it came down to me like, people were like, oh, you back? Like want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sure. I've been blowing these people off for like months. So I'm like, all right, like I'm about to fall back in. I came in, I was like, got dressed, got cute, whatever. Went out to like a club party, whatever. It's not a club, it's a party.
Okay, pay attention. Now this the part right here. Look at her eyes, y'all. What you heard me say about my friend who got messed up. When I told you, I said, man, my homeboy, man, he got laced, man. I was like, man, that man ain't been the same since I seen him in 2004. I had just got out and seen him. We in the hood.
That's
and
why she
everything
really needed her
at
mother.
the corner store. I seen him. He dapped me up with the one time, was good with you. Man, that man gave me like $60. Man, look here. I'm trying to tell him some real shit. Like, look, day we go to school, we trying to be in the house. Yeah, before
it felt like I was in the devil's hand a little bit. Like he was just playing with me, like, oh, and I could see everyone as little puppets just rapping. We had little rappers up there on stage talking about nothing, talking about some dumb shit, talking about nothing about elevating yourself, nothing about trying to reach the next consciousness. Carbonation speaks truth in their raps, speaks truth. And
see?
okay. And
See how she quickly jumped from the experience and what happened, the devil's hand, and she quickly then started to genuflect for Nature Boy. She got down on her knees and she started saying all that stuff. Like anytime somebody get in trouble on Ruthless and stuff, and they start saying all that shit about the Raku and yeah, I wouldn't betray the Raku and all this shit or whatever. You see how she just went to Nature Boy? Oh, Carbonation raps about this and that. They wasn't talking about nothing, etc., etc.
Like, oh, and I could see everyone as little puppets just rapping. We had little rappers up there on stage talking about nothing, talking about some dumb shit, talking about nothing about elevating yourself, nothing about trying to reach the next consciousness. Carbonation speaks truth in their raps, speaks truth. And okay, and I'm not even gonna think reading this. So it speaks truth. You can't deny it. If you deny it, then oh well, that's you. That's your frequency. That's your. And if you want to be on that frequency, go to that party I was at last week, because you'll match your energy there for sure. But it's just not for me no more. And I realized that. Then I went camping the next day and blew all that shit up. Like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, it's no beating. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
I see a person just commented and they asked how much time did Zoka get? She ain't got no time. Yeah, when both of them and stuff, you know what I'm saying, when they got locked up or whatnot. We just go back through this right now. Hold on, just give me a second and we'll go back through it just to put some italics on this, and then we go back to Big Zoka. All right. 2 women have been charged with allegedly trying to sneak drugs and other contraband to inmates in the DeKalb County jail. The sheriff's office said deputies surveilling the jail's perimeter around 8:15 p.m. Saturday noticed a suspicious van parked in a visitor spot, according to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Deputies detained 2 women in the van and searched the vehicle. According to the sheriff's office, according to the sheriff's office, deputies found the following, and then that's when they go into the contents of, you know, pretty much everything that was found. That's not the charge that this is. So I'll go back just shortly, right quick. Let me scroll back up for 1 second because we went over the whole name change and all of that stuff right there. But let me just get it to you in receipt form. I should have added the other receipts as well, but I'll get to them eventually. Since we covering Jayon today, let me just slide back up through there. This is everything that we covered. That's why I say, like, get into the latest calls to from that jail. From the prison, from Macon State Prison. Yeah, because it's been going down. Let me grab this other video up right quick. Let me make sure that I had this on deck, because people was coming through and they was saying all this stuff like, oh, well, then what how that person know and all of this stuff right here or whatever. I'm like, well, you just pretty much heard the clip of how that person knows what they related to me in reference to Nature Boy, why he got stabbed in jail and then all that stuff, and then carrying on and then hooting and hollering. So we will be going back to the malicious prosecution, just because I just got to timestamp this shit when they was saying all of this stuff back then, because they had a lot of shit to say. They had a lot to say, and I'm pretty sure they're still out here with this stuff about getting the appeal attorney. Remember they had the GoFundMe and all that stuff or whatever. Man, let's go, man. Let's take it back a little second.
And when I say they, I mean each and every person that was connected, that was listening to Nature Boy, that heard him speak, listened to his teachings, honored him, washed his feet, kissed his feet, brought him food, combed his damn hair, as the women did, a whole bunch of other fucking shit. You all are being held accountable. It's not our fault. What's funny is the irony behind all of this shit.
Hey, Jakuma, the hook, line, and sinker to all of this, Judge Stacy Hydrick would be the judge that's presiding. So you already know what it is. And if she don't take that plea, man, she gonna be like the best meds. I got the best meds. You hear me? That's right. And take them on time. She gonna be hit like that, like good reef.
Shit right here. That's the fuck is funny, yo.
They're trying to silence him from expressing and defending himself and his character for his own.
Silence his damn self, man. Ain't nobody tell that man to throw away his freedom.
Rights to live and his own rights to be free out of the DeKalb County jail. He never spoke about the DeKalb County jail. He just spoke about his case. He spoke about him being innocent. He spoke about the facts of the case.
I tell you anything.
What up?
I just want to say too, and
I got to say, shout out to Journey. I see you up in the building. What up, Taj? I see you up in this jank. What's up, Toy, if I'm pronouncing your name correct? Dana Rain, what up? Empress Wall, we up in the building, and Goddess is on deck with us, man. Let's go.
I stated it just the other day in reference.
Don't forget, guys, let me see. Is all of this Zoka? I guess all of this is Zoka. But don't forget, if you guys would like to see more of this video, I'm going to show more. Don't forget, the video credit goes out to World News. And if you would like to see more of this, go and check his channel out. Go on up on over there. I thought this video was mixed. I didn't see the full thing, but we're gonna ride it because Zoka will get her day in court. So we're talking about Miss Zoka. But don't worry, tomorrow, y'all get ready because we got other things to cover as these court dates is coming up. Okay? Don't forget, if you hit that like, hit that subscribe. What's going on, Jason? What's up?
To the whole situation with Zoka, why she changed her
Oh.
name. I'm not even gonna.
And when people question why should people be supporting this channel, you know why? Because this channel ain't got no commercials. This channel don't even have no ads. This is an ad-free channel. YouTube don't pay me. I'm paid by the support. You kind of get what's going. You see how they're willing continuously to go to bat for him, but she's not even addressing her situation. This shit right here. Let's go, man.
I feel within me. I feel that movement. I feel the spirit that I birthed.
But you was hurt.
I was,
nigga.
yeah.
Express what you really felt, my nigga. Like you really felt that shit, my nigga.
Yeah, I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be alone.
With depression, my nigga. We was here for you, my nigga.
Thank you, my love. Right back at you.
People what really happened, B.
Right back at you.
Yeah, like okay.
Like, you was really on some
I'm gonna show y'all when she goes. I'm gonna show y'all the real one though.
You on live. Yeah. My nigga, like we, you know what I'm saying? Niggas need to know the real, my nigga.
That's a fact.
Tell niggas what really happened, B. Like niggas need to know, like, yo. Tell what you know. They could get it. They fucking get it.
They understand.
They get it, but you gotta stay strong.
Right.
But they get it.
Yeah, like.
Go ahead, cry. Go ahead. Cry.
I went through a space where I was like, man, I don't need nobody. I'm gonna do this all by myself. Like, I don't even want to attach myself.
Don't
so I was
worry, guys. We're gonna get back to this. We're gonna get back to that.
Myself, like,
Doing your thing.
Don't get right back to that. Don't worry about that. Cause man, oh
You know what
man,
I'm
oh
saying?
Chevy.
Like that's what this is about right here. That's proof right there, showing and then proving. Because back then, that was the name that was stated, Jayon Marie Hamilton. Like I just showed you from the page, which you can go and then look your damn self. It ain't like I know more than what the hell that they know in DeKalb County. And if I do, it's probably because hell, they didn't even say, you know what, man, I ain't even put no energy, even the damn looking. But now that it's at the point where it's at now, you should all see what the connection is with this. Because that was the name that she gave them. That's the name that she gave them. That's why she, unlike Aya and Ephraim, as I seen in times, she was able easily to be able to navigate, and she knew exactly where she was at because her mother stayed there. Her father was back in California. Now, I don't know what happened and when the separation or divorce, for that matter, happened. I don't know if her mother is in another relationship, married to, you know, some other guy. What I don't know. But that's what I was trying to tell y'all about the Aja girl. And the Aja girl being with Jew Jizzle and stuff. And I'm gonna get to that too. Like I said, if you got time, I got time. Hold on, let me check my likes too, man, before we just go in. Okay, we had some 300. Okay, all right, we legit. We legit over here. I appreciate it. And make sure, man, y'all keep on sharing these videos too, man.
Hey, but there was no license issue to that name per CAD system. At that time, I asked the driver to step out of the vehicle and place her.
Like I said before about the messenger, because I'm about to get into that part too. Because you know Charlie from Bigo showed up at 2993 when everything went down. Madam Lowe did too. Okay? So Madam Lowe standing on business right now.
I think you should, Charlie. I think you should go and say, you know, I've been on here since social media. And what happened here?
Okay, there's some iconic shit right here. That's why I say, you know, it was several boots on the ground, yo, for real.
They got a girl.
Yeah, honey. He was on it like a Green Hornet. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back I'll take you back. Worry back. Just for anybody who's new and who did not see this, right? But this credit goes out to Tony T, right? This credit goes out to Tony T. Make sure if you don't have her, make sure you go check Tony T out, okay? Go check her out. Even if I skip through some of the video, it's okay. Just go check out the whole video. But this video credit goes out to Tony T. And I will let you know when I'm in real time and when I'm not in real time. But let's go.
Hey, how you doing out in this world in these desire of the Black African American people because of how he portrayed himself. But once you begin to know thyself, know who you are.
The right one.
Can't nobody tell you who you are. And when you learn to discern, you see straight through other people for who they are.
This ain't the right one, but it's all right.
Zoka,
I get it.
You know I love you. You know I would never do anything to harm you. And you know how I get down. When I'm being told to do something, I have to do it. When I'm being guided to do something, I have to do it, you know. This is for your good. This is for your best. Come on up out of there, Zoka. You are not of this world, baby. You are just in it. Spirit says it's time for you to speak up. They've already showed me. They've already told me. Sis, I didn't even know that you had the baby. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know. Someone told me on random. And I cried so hard. I cried like a baby because I'm just like, wait, what? What happened? Her baby was a stillborn or what? Make that shit make sense to me. Cause Zoka, baby, for months, your spirit was calling me. For months. I'm telling the people that's close to me, I feel Zoka. I miss Zoka. Something's going on with Zoka. I don't know, but something's not right with Zoka. I miss Zoka. I'm getting a ring in my ear. Your spirit was calling on me. And I know why now. You feel trapped. You feel stuck. You making up stories in your head to help you cope with what you're going through. Baby, Zoka, as your sister, I am here to tell you that what is going on in Carbonation is not okay. Your baby cries out to me, Zoka. Your baby cries to me. Your baby has told me that she is not at rest. She is not at peace. And she won't be until there is justice for what happened to her. No one can get away. Y'all cannot get away with what y'all did. And I know what you did. Because Spirit showed me. They told me. They made me sit there and listen to what happened to that baby. They showed me. They told me. And then they made me go investigate y'all. Because, baby, let me tell you, when I left Carbonation, I was not watching y'all videos. Matter of fact, I believe Alihio blocked me. But even with that, even in that, I had no desire, no energy to watch y'all because of everything that I had endured while I was there. I had to take the time to heal. I had to take the time to recover. And I wasn't even the one that was physically abused. However, I was verbally and mentally abused, you know? It's just as bad. Baby, Zoka, the things that were done to you while you were there is not okay, mama. Just because he tell you it's okay, it's not okay. You did not sacrifice your lower self whenever y'all did what y'all did to that baby. That was not sacrificing your lower self. And I am sorry that he made you believe that. A part of me wish when you said you wanted to go home when we was in jail in Hawaii, that you would have did it. And baby, I knew, because I know you. I knew you meant that shit. But you tried to play it off because you ain't want to get in trouble. I all trying to dig in people's ass. I know you ain't want to get in trouble. So that's why you say, oh, I was just playing. You know, I know you wasn't playing. That's why I looked at you and said, you serious. You mean what you say. And then you try to act like you didn't mean what you said. You tried to play it off. You tried to play mind games, but you can't play mind games with me, baby. I've been where you are. We a lot alike, mama. Spirit said, it's time for you to speak up. You have to speak up. I know you feel me, Zoka, because I feel you. You have to speak up. Your baby deserves to be at peace. And she is not. She's not. She cries out to me. And she started talking to me. I know you, Zoe. You don't want to be there no more. You're just doing what you think you have to do. And baby, there's folks who really do love you, who really do care about you, who do want the best for you. You are strong, mama. You are a goddess. You are a queen. Take your power back. Take your power back, Zoka. Take your power back, Zoka. You are not weak. You matter. You matter. What you going through matter. You have not healed, Zoka. I can only imagine, God, the thoughts that go through your mind. Zoka, Spirit says it's time because judgment is here. Speak up now. Speak up now. Take your power back, Zoka. Take your power back, Zoka. They thought they took it away from you. Take it back. They can't have it. It doesn't belong to them. You do what you need to do. You do what you need to do, Zoka. You do what we came here to do. We came here to heal humanity. We came here to save humanity. You do what you need to do, baby. You are being told to do it. I know some way, somehow. I know some way, somehow. I know some way, somehow. This video is going to reach you. I know some way, somehow. This video is going to reach you. Come up out of there, baby. We are not of this world. We ain't a part of this. We just in it. You came here to do the work of God. No matter what happened while you was there at Carbonation, you came here to do the work of God. And justice will be served. Judgment is here. I love you.
Okay, I remember to unmute myself.
Man,
That's just one thing she had to say. Well, go ahead.
First of all, she's her chakras cleared. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how her energy is really toxic. Okay, she got a lot of demons. Speaking of which, from a real healer, let me give you a real analyzation from a real healer, not these fake scuzz buckets and makers and slut muffins.
Don't start.
Let me tell y'all the real deal in here. Let me get my voice going how she was talking.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so, what I'm trying to tell y'all is this scuzz bucket, this slut maker, this womb carcass mountains from the spewing out all these babies that she's not taking care of. Let's talk about that. Why you talk about the
thing is this. I'm not saying that what she's saying is you can't take that from one hole to the next hole and then they don't know what words to say to her. All they
have people to step in and say whether
Hey,
she
boss
is
lady.
able. That's why they didn't let her go nowhere. It's her health and her mental, because they will evaluate you at the hospital. Because I ended up having to take my daughter, my youngest daughter, up there because some stuff started happening with her, and they kept her in there and they checked her out and they kept her for 2 weeks because she needed to be checked out. They will stop and see what's wrong with you. They got people in there to find out.
No, what I'm saying is she doesn't need any therapist. She needs a she needs a therapist that specializes in cults.
Right.
And until you confess, you will not rest. You will not be at peace, says Spirit. Ashe.
Now, when it comes down to Aya, people usually makes it that way. He needs certain things that got to be done. Seven shit. Now, if Seven was smart enough and wasn't giving Nature Boy that food stamp money and stuff, she would have given him them documents. She would not be in the place that she's in today. So
That's right. He let her come there because she had them food stamps. Now let's keep it real.
We don't know if the stimulus check and all that other stuff came with that.
Right. Probably. I'm sure it did. They talk about Babylon, but using Babylon resources. Ain't that about a beef?
Oh no, we ain't finished yet, girl. We ain't finished. We not finished yet. We not finished yet, baby. Now some parts I'm gonna have to skip because of the music. But I just wanted y'all to see Star was on a roll today. I applaud her, but I would applaud her even more if she go get her own kids. I applaud her even more. She could be the best mother that she can be. Even if it's the thing that she just get visitation rights and do more stuff for her kids, I would like to hear something about yours. I don't want to hear they good, they good, they good. I'm so sick of people saying they good. No, Princess Black. I hate they always go, they good, they good. How do you know? Just like when I hear men say that all the time, when they haven't seen their kids in forever. And somebody say, well, how are your kids? They good. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know if they ate last night? How do you know if they ate this morning?
You don't know what's happening to them in foster care. They could tell you anything.
No, they stay with her sisters and her mother.
I know, but I'm just saying how a lot of these mothers would be like, oh, well, they're good, they're in foster care. Oh, they're good, they're with this person. You don't know what's happening. And you don't know how they feel. How about that? How about you don't know how this child feels? How about get that straight? Whatever.
And then what I really think, as me listening to Malaya, I think ever since her mother passed, and then I think somewhere down the line she lost it then. I think somewhere down the line when she went after the cousin's ex-man, she did it behind the back. She hid the pregnancy. And then her excuse was that she was trying to put him on a level of Elihiho, but a little bit under him so he wouldn't get mad. You understand what I'm saying? A little bit under him. So he was a man and he was this. I'm like, he was what? He was with this girl for 6 years. She left him for a reason, right? She left him for a reason, obviously, but they kept trying to make her explain. But I think that guilt and that guilty conscience, I think what happened was separation from her son. But I think before if you add that to postpartum depression, I think that's what happened to her. So she had a separation. That separation you have from your kids. Some people, not all parents, do not think all parents has a close bond with their kids. Some of them love their kids, but they just never bonded. That's like you have a lot of men out there, and you always go, oh, you were such and such favorite, you were such and such favorite, or I'm the black sheep. Sometimes that is absolutely true. Sometimes because of whatever reason you did not bond with that child. And then on top of that, I think she got hit with postpartum depression. So
her
she's
family probably dissing her because she got a baby by her by the god sister or cousin, whatever she is to her.
but she had that guilt already when she hit it.
Right.
She hit it for 6 to 7 months. She hit it, which means she already was having some type of depression going on. So the healing, she went to Nature Boy to heal her from that. But these are things that we don't think about in the Black community. Yeah. We always hear that when people go, I'm okay. But I like to sit back and I think of people's circumstances. I can't find my own video.
Then
I'm like, nah, they're not okay.
I can't
They're
find
not
my
all
own
right.
video.
They don't went through because a traumatic experience will lead you down to the wrong road. But she already, even she was like, well, me and my sister, I always feel like none of them love me. No, she want people to love, sound like Nature Boy now, love her for all the crap. But my thing was she needed help then. And then she thought that before, I'm talking about the Nature Boy that she saw, not the Nature Boy that she met. Saw means before she went up there. So she's thinking with all this depression, because she kept saying, I didn't want to take him from his father. And this god sister was like, well, who did you leave him with? You just wrote a letter in the mail and just left the kid with somebody else. That's somebody who has not bonded. That's somebody who wanted to get away from that baby because they didn't know how to love that baby, because that was depression.
Yeah, she didn't connect with the child, and she didn't feel that connection. It wasn't just about Nature Boy. Yeah, I agree with that. And the way he was made, and the shame of it, like you said, and the loss, and then she lost her mom, and then the fact that she probably just felt like the black sheep. She felt like the black sheep prior to that. You know what I mean? Prior to her mom dying, I feel. But that's just my opinion. I feel like she felt like the black sheep all along.
And then, a lot of things probably was going on in her head anyway.
And she was jealous, and she had certain jealousies.
So when you
that cousin.
Right. So when you add all of that together, this is before she hit Nature Boy. This is before she got to Nature Boy. But in the Black community, we don't take time out and we don't hear each other out. We don't talk to each other. We always got to put that I. If somebody's telling you how they feel, listen. You may not like it, but listen, because everybody has their own story. I guarantee you, each of your kids got a different version of you. Now, one of your kids gonna say the same thing. Now, if they talking together, they might, okay, you're right. But if you separate all of them, they all have a different story.
They do. I've already done that. We had to heal.
That wasn't the exact video that I was looking for. I can't find my own video, but this is still Miss Zoka. She gonna pay. See, Nature Boy had to pay. She gonna have to pay too. Listen to the stuff she said about this baby. All right, listen to the stuff she said about this baby. Her ass gonna pay too.
Congratulations on your child, and we wish you.
That we didn't go about it the right way.
Solar said that.
Allegedly.
She, in the beginning of her pregnancy, because Alihio kept telling her it was so toxic and shit like that, she was still drinking wine here and there. She would hit the pen here and there. But she had got to a point where I guess she started, she started feeling like, I got to protect my baby. So she stopped hitting the pen and she stopped drinking.
And this is why she didn't want to drink that night. She decided not to drink that night. The night that we had shots, she didn't want to drink. She sat back and she was like, oh, this is going to be fun to watch. Y'all fucked up. Okay. Eligio comes upstairs and says, all of y'all taking shots. She still don't grab a cup, though, because she don't think he's talking to her. He was like, you too, Zoka? And then, he manipulated her because she really didn't want to, yo. Like, she wanted to fucking cry. Like, she didn't want to take them shots, but he manipulated her and saying, you don't trust me? Why the fuck you here if you don't trust me? Just going in on her. Made her feel bad. Manipulated the shit out of her. Made her take 6 fucking shots. But she didn't want to. So, no, she does not drink a lot. She doesn't want to drink. She wants to protect her baby. She wants to have a healthy pregnancy. But she can't do that at Carbonation because Carbonation is very, very toxic. What are you doing? The man who is leading Carbonation is toxic. So he's raising toxic individuals, perpetuating his generational curses on us.
So right here.
Hi, Zoka. So, Messiah of Carbonation, can you give Zoka the privilege to be honest with me?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Zoka, when you took the 6 shots while you're pregnant, now we're not judging, we all have our own issues. Did you take those 6 shots on your own free will, or did he come out and say, everybody take the shots and making you take shots as well?
I took the shots myself. I had glass in my hand and I did this. So for me to do it myself, I have free will. Like everything's already destined, but I did it myself. I wouldn't be here if I said I don't want to do it. I would have.
So you wasn't forced and wanted to cry and say you didn't want to drink while you was pregnant?
Yo, niggas, they trying to tear me down.
Mama G, this is being Zoka.
I got energy enough of myself that I can know when I want to do something and when I don't. And if I feel I have a moral compass, that's why I'm here. So I would leave if I be like, oh, I don't agree 100% with it.
Did they leave?
Exactly.
They left, right?
Baba G, me and Zoka. You get
or Maury that says you're not the father. And I mean,
You gonna pay for that, Zoka?
okay. Now, I was on your live one day and I asked you before you told us all about little baby. So congratulations on that. If y'all feel like she lying, then that's y'all opinion. She said what she said, and the only thing y'all could do is respect that. So do you feel like if your child being born in Carbonation, do you feel like are you scared because of the negative words that's being put on your child?
Oh no, it's all truth being put. So I would rather my child be in a reality where it's truth around you and you are able to overcome you being a demon. Yes, because in me.
So you believe your child is a demon? You believe your child is all those things that they allege that Baba G calls your child?
I believe that we're here to overcome our generational curses.
Don't beat around.
Yes, ma'am.
No, Zoka.
Yes, ma'am, Jackie.
Everything that Baba G, that they allege Baba G has called. Do you believe that everything that they allege Baba G called your child? Do you believe that's what your child will be?
That's a fact. And I can give you all the reasons why.
But that's not something.
But I'm not even going to tell you all.
Right. I just wanted to know if you feel the same way he feels.
I'm not scared of my environment to have a child here.
Okay.
I'm scared to have a child in Babylon. That's what I'm scared.
See? Gonna have to pay for that. Same way Nature Boy had to pay. How you did Baby Love Zoka? Your ass gonna have to pay, baby. All that delusional and bring all that up, you still have to pay. Brainwashed or not, people still have a choice. Yes, you may, under the circumstances or conditions, you may make the wrong choice because you may feel at that point in time, hey, this choice is going to save my life, but you still made a choice, right? Some of them slaves, they jumped in the water. Some ain't jumping in the water. So some I said, I ain't going in to be your slave. So again, you have a choice. You cannot, you under mind control and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you have a choice. Zoka gonna pay for what she did to that baby. She gonna pay for calling that baby a demon. She gonna pay for saying she didn't want that baby. She gonna pay for whatever happened after that baby. She gonna pay. And Nature Boy did that shit. Nature Boy had her do it. Anybody that still respects something is wrong with you. That means you accept a newborn baby not here no more because of him. And it's coming out of both of their mouths. Nature Boy gonna pay for Maisha. He gonna pay for playing God. He gonna pay for them other babies that didn't make it. He gonna pay for baby love. And so are you, Zoka. So are you. You let whatever happened to that baby, and it was no F's given. Till today, there's no F given at all. I was trying to find that poor video. They won't let me find my own video. And I guess I didn't tag it right. That day she did that little speech and shit. And they started dancing. And Nation Boy happy as can be. Because anything that happens bad to any of them, he's one happy camper. He is one happy camper. He did not want that baby there, knowing that baby job was already there. No, 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 and no. Y'all better stop acting like y'all know Nature Boy. This is the real Nature Boy. Baby job. Only reason why he made it is because they didn't know who the father was. They did not know who the father was. That's how Baby Ja got here, right? Zoka, on the other hand, he said he want no kids with him. Duh. He don't want no kids around him. He only cares about his kids and F everybody else's. But you guys think that's okay. All of that's okay because he has life in jail. Y'all think all of the disgusting, criminal, malicious things. Talk about malicious content. Malicious. He's a malicious man, period. You could never outdo us with the malicious prostitution. You could never outdo us with him being a malicious man. You cannot. Before her court date, she better go talk to Baby Love. Tell Baby Love she is sorry. She better do something. You call, I'm sorry because of the audio, but it's not my audio. And my own video that is on, it won't let me find it. Maybe it's in the title. I tried to find it. The full thing, I'll probably find it for y'all another time. But we're going to just finish rocking this out. Then we out of here. But don't worry, Zoka. Your turn coming to jail too. Your turn is coming in too. You better do what's right by Baby Zoka. Baby Love. You better do what's right. Y'all protected somebody whom destroyed just destroyed everything. Even destroyed their lives. They're going to court for this mofo. And then now he has to keep pretending that all of them are queens so they can still send him stuff. Who gonna send Nature Boy stuff? Who gonna do it? But the four pigeons. But the four pigeon. Who gonna do it? Who gonna fight for him to talk to people, calling him innocent, and he need who else gonna do it but them four pigeons and them two bird brains? We got them pigeons and them two bird brains. Who gonna do it? He don't like you guys. That's why he made sure he set it up. Who he want to set up? Because he don't want to see your face anyway. He don't want to see your face anyway. Only face he want to see is Malaya's face because she is a greater source of narcissistic supply.
Okay. And I understand that and I respect that. Congratulations on your child. And we wish you believe your child is a demon. You believe your child is all those things that they allege that Baba G calls your child?
I believe that we're here to overcome our generational curses.
Don't beat around it. It's yes or no, Zoka. Do you believe that everything that Baba G, that they allege Baba G has called, do you believe that everything that they allege Baba G called your child, do you believe that's what your child will be?
That's a fact. And I can give you all the reasons why.
But that's not something.
But I'm not even going to tell you all.
Right. I just wanted to know if you feel the same way he feels.
I'm not scared of my environment to have a child here.
Okay.
I'm scared to have a child in Babylon. That's what I'm scared to have a child.
Okay. And I understand that and I respect that. Congratulations on your child. And we wish you
that we didn't go about it the right way.
Solar said that?
Yeah.
Isn't that your child's father, right?
Correct.
Her husband.
And he doesn't agree with that?
Does agree with that.
No, you don't.
Oh, saying because it wasn't conceived in the tropics that it wasn't done the right way.
Correct.
Okay, so if you guys
That's a lie.
Well on a higher frequency and have consciousness, why did you guys?
It doesn't mean that the baby the baby's gonna have a harder time accepting the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
No.
for instance, like Scar, Shaka, them niggas is running from the truth. The baby will have whatever they didn't overcome in themselves, the baby has to take on that to overcome.
Lordy.
So the more we heal, the more the baby doesn't have to take on what we have. It doesn't mean that
Oh,
the
Lordy.
baby won't be carbonation. It just means that it'll be harder for the baby to do.
This man just say anything.
Be a lot of resistance there.
So do you not? Okay, with that being said.
With that being said, after listening to that bullshit, anybody believe nature? Anybody believe nature, boy? Shame on you. Because the baby was not born in the tropics. And y'all like, yeah. Whoever believe this bullshit right now. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Nick. Whoever believe don't forget to hit them likes, guys. Whoever believe any parts of this bullshit, y'all need to be checked out. Us on everything. Y'all need to be checked out. Whoever can watch all this maliciousness in a hostile environment and all the things he did to these people, and especially listening to this bullshit right here, right now, over a newborn baby. Talking about it's better that the baby is not alive because it was not conceived in the tropics. you need to get checked out. If you still a supporter, you need to really be checked. Something wrong with you too. Something is definitely wrong with you too. We're going to speak upon the universe because he does. We're going to speak upon karma because he does. And that's going to eat his ass. And for Zoka to say, and that's a fact, old baby love coming to hunt your ass in September, baby. You going to remember baby love while your ass in front of that damn judge. When your ass when you go to court in a couple of weeks, baby love coming for your ass too, Miss Zoka. Oh, yes, she is. She coming. Oh, baby love is coming. And then anybody, oh, she don't deserve that, then y'all go talk to baby love about it. Whatever she get, if y'all don't like it, y'all need to go talk to baby love because baby love coming for that ass. Baby love is coming for that ass. You could have just left that baby alone. Didn't have to say nothing. But no, Nature Boy calls your baby all types of names, and you bring your dumb behind over, and yeah, that's a fact. And yeah, okay, that was still your child. That was still your child. And you sent that baby down the river for Nature Boy. For Nature Boy. You said some grievous things about your child for Nature Boy. That's an innocent baby. Ain't do nothing, none of y'all. And not near none of them gave a flying fuck. Not near one of them gave a flying flip. Sorry, YouTube. They all went on with regular life. Mama D is sick. They ain't give a flying flip. They all went on with regular life. Every time something happened, they go on with regular life like nothing happened at all. Like nothing happened at all. But the minute something happened to him, oh my God, he has rights. He have and nobody else has rights on that island but him. Nobody have rights but him. So now we got to fight, which we ain't doing nothing. But the people supposed to fight for his rights. And we watched him for year after year after year not fight for nobody rights. Not show no sympathy or empathy for not near one of them. But you guys want us to do it. It's not going to happen. And if you think it's unfair, well, then you go talk to Mama Dear, and you go talk to Baby Love, and you go talk to the other babies that did not make it because of him. You go talk to Fufu, 2 babies that he made her lose. He didn't want Fufu to have a baby from Caliber. That baby did not make it. Then she got knocked up again. And he made her drink some special tea. That baby didn't make it. Piggly Wiggly. She got knocked up from Musa. He didn't want her to have that baby. That baby didn't make it. Y'all go speak to all them spirits and them souls. Go speak to the truly innocent. Y'all speaking upon innocence so much. Why you ain't speaking upon none of it? Oh, that ain't gonna do with the case. Because y'all people sick. Y'all people are really freaking sick. Y'all sick. Everything proves why he does what he does and what he's capable of doing. That's why it has something to do with the case. Is he capable of BAPE? That's why everything is talked about. It ain't about, well, it don't matter. They looking at this man. Is this man, do you think that, what if he never had a coat or whatever? But this man has nothing but evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence that he is capable of doing things to people and not giving no fucks. And then everybody rallied behind him with his stories and a bunch of freaking lies, and they think that we're all stupid. But I tell you, them that jury wasn't stupid. That jury wasn't stupid at all. And it's bad enough they ain't even see parts of bully, no parts of nothing. The jury ain't know nothing about no nature nut. The jury went about what they seen in that court and what they heard in that court. But imagine if them jurors would have seen 9 months worth of torture. 9 months, 9 years was at that point 6 years. 6 years of torture. 6 years of nobody having rights but him. 6 years of them being starved because he wanted it that way. He made sure he ate all day, every day. That man never was not. He used to sit up there while their stomach is growling. He used to sit up there and make them watch him eat. Cook my food, but y'all can't eat though. This is what I want to eat, but you can't eat it. And people could say it's a lot of people in that house. He threw over $250,000 from the beginning. That was enough food to feed a lot of people for a lot of time. But we're gonna rock this out.
It's gonna have a hard time because of where it was conceived. You don't think the baby's gonna have a harder time when it's being alleged that you're getting abused or beat on or whatever while you're carrying?
This will never exist when my child is here. This is not going to take it.
Okay, but carrying the child is the most critical time because whatever happens with the child will affect you as well. So if he's
why y'all acting? This is why I don't understand. Why
stop reading the comments?
No, I'm not talking. I'm responding to you. Okay. I know how to do this. Don't tell me how to regulate my shit.
Hey, because you read it, you got real life.
Well, listen, I've been doing this a long time. I know what to do. Okay. I know how to handle all of this shit.
Tell me how you feel.
Like, I know how to manipulate all of this. Listen. I don't understand why people trying to hold us to some standard like we're not going through the human experience.
No.
He said, I know how to manipulate this ish. You heard that, right? I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to manipulate this ish. So make sure y'all take that to the appeal. I know how to manipulate this ish. Okay? I didn't say it. He said it. Let's go.
I got beat on too, so I'm not holding y'all to no standard.
Stop acting like niggas ain't going through human things.
Right. Listen, I'm not holding y'all to any standard. I'm not acting like y'all don't go through anything.
Without flaw, everybody can look at us and be like, yo, that's crazy, blah, blah. But this is it. This is humanity.
You letting your emotions.
No, the question that you asked.
No, because I'm asking her if you feel like your child is already not in a good position because of where it was conceived in, where it's about to be born into, why would you allow yourself to go through more stress to add more curses on your child? That's a common sense question.
What I'm saying to you is this.
Why she kept the baby is what she's saying, dummy.
It is what it is. She's here. We here. Yo, we got 1 minute and 41 seconds. We got to open up another one, right?
Okay. Let me ask Zoka one last question.
Yeah.
Has she seek medical attention with her child as far as going to the
No.
That? Okay.
No.
All right.
Like you said, completely brainwashed. You know, she is, he's been telling her that this is acceptable, this is life, this is the way it is. You know, you.
A tropical Capricorn, even my other children, I feel like they're human babies. My other children, except for Eliana, I feel like they're demonic. Like, you know, I made them in my lower self. And I made them when I wasn't in a healed place. And I didn't have knowledge of self. And so because they haven't overcame their demons.
Now the other kids are demonic. Y'all heard that? Now his other kids is demonic, But your ass in jail calling your baby mama like it ain't nothing. Because she's your next of kin because she got your son. Now your other kids are demonic. All your other kids are demonic besides Eliana. She was born in the tropics. One son is smart as shit. I mean, that boy is damn near genius. You understand what I'm saying? I guess he's the demonic. Whatever. But his other kids are demonic too. My. And this who y'all want free.
I believe that their baby is a baby that wasn't born in the tropics, between the tropical Cancer and the tropical. These are my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? I believe that we need to go back to the tropics. I believe if your baby is not born within the tropical Cancer and tropical Capricorn, even my other children, I feel like they're demon babies. My other children, except for Eliana, I feel like they're demonic. Like, you know, I made them in my lower self. And I made them when I wasn't in a healed place. And I didn't have knowledge of self. And so because they haven't overcame their demons, I do believe that Zoka's baby is a demonic baby. Yes. Yes. That's what I say. I stand. I'm me. I'm online. I'm me. I'm online. I'm a
He's
different
not
kind
a
of guy.
regular guy. We know mental illness when we see it. We know it. We feel it. And they're supposed to grow. Your own world is within our world. You ill. You know that.
Okay. Can you define being dominant and the line between being abusive? We can't. When you're abusing something, is when it's coming from an insecure place within yourself. For instance, if a guy comes home and he feels like he has a little penis,
Yes, sir.
or he feels like he's getting shitted on and he doesn't feel strong in himself in the world, right? And he comes home and beat on you because of that, and abuse you because of that. That's abuse. That's abuse. If your woman is not out of line towards you and she's not being disrespectful towards you, there should always be communication first. It should always be an opportunity for me. I'm a master communicator. So if I'm communicating with you and you're being erratic and emotional and you're not trying to listen to me and you're being out of control, then I'm going to create some natural order. But my first instinct is to, and we're taught to communicate first, to sit down and talk.
So there you have it. He still doesn't recognize his evilness and his hatefulness. He wants to explain it away. It's, abuse means that if I get it from a job, and I'm upset about something happens on a job and then I come home and beat you up, then that's abuse. But here we communicate. But as they already just said, that you don't communicate. What you do is say, how do you feel about that? What you think? What's on your mind? Like I forgot the exact words that she said, what Star was saying. He was, getting drunk and getting upset, and then he said that he went up to her and asked her it up with the spiritual teaching and everything. But listen, these women are right. They are saying the exact same. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A man by another name, Baba G now. Do me a favor, like the video. Switch up that feeling with you, but coming in and anyway, is that he's dominating.
Oh yeah, it's more to come. It's more to come, Mimi. It is more to come. But it's just about finished here. Yes, we are. And don't worry, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna start a little bit early. I might do more than one video. I really have to start catching up. Had to take a shot of my ginger ale. Yes, I did. That cherry one is really good. But anyway, guys, I enjoyed you. Don't forget, if you're new and you want to become part of the family, hit that subscribe. And if you replay game, hit the like. And Bush Babies, if you didn't hit that like, hit that like. All right, guys, we are done with this. We probably do a part 2 because I can't find my own video when they was doing all that dancing and stuff. I was like, oh my goodness. But I would definitely find it. But either way, I'll do probably the other show tomorrow. I'll just take it out of the heading. Y'all be all right. Y'all'll be all right. Uh-huh.
In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. A podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole.